Hi, I'm Rayleigh. And so for the purpose of the Google Analytics assignment, I chose to do November 1st, November 30th of 2025. Figured let's keep it as recent as possible. And so for the first question, analyzing the engagement overview section. So I believe that the most important key items or key events would probably be users clicking on the view items list and interacting or engaging with the product, and then initiating the purchasing process. These are important because it allows users to get familiar with the products, increase their overall engagement time, meaning that they'll have a deeper investment in the products and be more likely to move forward with completing a purchase. Some ideas that I have to increase engagement are to increase the images that are offered. If we take a look at the merch store, they're kind of basic. This sweater's super cute, but it only has 3 photos. If you had a couple photos of maybe like it with a model or in an environment, that may help sales. You could also show them in a 360 view. So I know some websites, such as like StockX, you can click on an item and see it in like a whole 365 view, which gives a better idea of what the product will look like. You could also add a review and comment section. I know personally I spend quite a lot of time looking at different reviews and reading comments just to see how other people like the product, if they recommend it. And so for the second question, examining the user demographics. So the top countries that I saw, oh, scrolled too far, were the United States, India, and Canada, with the top cities mainly being in California and New York. Um, and then in terms of devices, I was very shocked to see that Mac actually beat out Windows. Um, but it actually kind of does make sense in certain environments because I've heard, at least as far as people I've talked to, Mac is very popular in tech spaces, so many choose to operate on a Mac-based system. Um, and then when we scroll down, many users are using Chrome, which makes a lot of sense, as it's a Google product, and Chrome is also a Google software. Um, I'm a little surprised that the main option is desktop um, instead of mobile, because I know personally I do a lot of shopping on my phone. However, desktop does make sense if you think about it in the realm of this is like Google workers. Maybe they're on their break. Maybe they have a link that was sent to them in an email and they're looking at it on their desktop. That would make a lot of sense. I know I online shop on my breaks, so that would make sense. And then lastly, the monetization. So I think that the most important items would be the items that are bringing in the most revenue, such as the Chrome Dino Festive Frost sweater that I showed previously, and then the Festive Frost scarf. They're also very high on the items purchase list right here. And then for the item that's not doing as well, I chose the YouTube Old School socks, which are these guys right here. Currently, they don't bring in a lot of revenue. They don't sell that many units. They're not viewed very much. I think that might be due to the photos. The first impressions are pretty much everything in terms of online shopping, and these socks just look generic and they look expensive. I would try to get images of people wearing them, maybe add a quick shop button so people can easily add them to the cart. Maybe even you could make a bundle of all the different YouTube products that Google's offering and put them all together and sell all those. That might appeal to more consumers. So yeah, that is my analysis of the Google Analytics. Thank you so much. Oh, geez. I promise I'm more tech savvy than this. Hi.